Hello! So I'm going to try and do my 24 hours with Raquel on a river cruise now. We'll see if it works, but I don't really have that many more opportunities aside from now. So I'll film it now, and then if I decide it's not interesting enough, I'll maybe pick a different 24 hours. But it's now almost 6:15, so I'm going to do 6:15 tonight until 6:15 tomorrow night, evening. And I won't be able to film much as I'm actually doing it because guests, but I'll talk about it before I do each activity. Now, what's also going to add to the interesting side of it, I don't know, is that I've started studying and I'm doing an online course. And I've basically started today. The course actually started 2 weeks ago, but the files weren't uploaded online until this weekend. So I've only watched them today and read them today. And tomorrow I've got my first tutorial with a supervisor. So that's going to add to the excitement, hopefully. Well, for me anyway, I'm very nervous about it because scheduling-wise, it's very tight. But as you can see, I'm all dressed up. That's because tonight is gala night. So what that means is at 6:30 we do a farewell where we introduce all the crew and everyone applauds everyone and we say thank you to the guests and the guests say thank you to the crew. So that starts at 6:30 and then at 7 we all sit down to eat together. We have, well, technically it's like a 7-course meal, but I usually have about 3 courses and that's more than enough for me. And then we do our gala evening. Now, depending on the cruise director, this runs a bit differently. So the cruise director we currently have on sings, and therefore I usually don't sing. I usually join in for half a song and that's about it. So the cruise director will sing first, then I'll join for that half a song, and then our musician will take over and finish the night. When it's the other cruise director, usually I do a few songs first, and then I sing with the resident musician, but more as a backing vocal. And that's all for tonight. That's all we've got. Now, some of the things you're going to see in this vlog are going to be things you've seen before on my channel, probably, because I've vlogged a lot of my experience, but I've always just vlogged bits and bobs, so I thought it'd be nice to do a full 24 hours, see what I get up to, see what my job entails. Whilst I do work for TUI, well, not directly, but that's the company I work for, they don't know that I'm doing this, so, you know, everything you see and everything you hear about is genuinely my own thoughts and opinions and things that I do. And I do genuinely really love this product, and I do highly recommend it. If you think river cruising's your thing, and, you know, it's not for everyone, and that's alright. And if you have any questions about river cruising, feel free to comment them down below. I'll either answer them in the comments or I'll make a separate video about it. But I really genuinely think TUI offers a very good product, yeah. So, I need to go upstairs now and get the music ready for the gala night. And I will see you all whenever I next have a chance to film something. I just need to put my earrings in as well. Goodbye! I'm just gonna put you down because I've realised not only the lighting is terrible, I'm very sorry. Not only do I have that tutorial tomorrow, I also have to move out of this cabin because the other cruise director's coming back and moving in here. So that's also gonna add to the things I've got on. And now I'm just gonna show you the view because it's gorgeous. And just a reminder that you can have a look at the pictures I take while I'm on here and maybe even purchase them if you like them. I'll link it down below. It's the website called I Am. And now I need to go because I'm running out of time. Where am I going? Right, I'll see you later. So we've just finished eating, as you can tell by my lipstick, which I've only just noticed looking in the camera. So I'm going to reapply that before I go back up. But this is the exact time at which my university class finishes, which is very annoying and means I'll have to wait until tomorrow or the day after to watch the class. But I do still have the tutorial tomorrow. And what I've been doing today, because I finally found it, is I've been reading the handbook for this module. And I've got about 5 pages left, so that's what I'm trying to fit in before I need to go back up at 9:15. So I'm going to try and do that and then reapply my lipstick, and if I've got a bit of time in between I might just do some editing or something. But you'll be there for that anyway. finished reading the handbook and it's actually really interesting. I'm very excited by it. And I feel really happy because at the start, I might have mentioned this already, I did 2 weeks where I felt like technically the course had started, but I didn't feel like I was doing anything. And I am still struggling to wrap my head around it, but I feel more excited by it now, and I love learning. I really love learning, so I'm very happy to be doing this now, which is a nice change. And I've just opened up my email to see if I've got a response yet, because I emailed the person in charge just with an apology, just saying, I'm so sorry I haven't sent the stuff in that I was meant to send in by like last week. I didn't know it, I didn't know where to find it, I promise I'm not lazy. I didn't write that, but hopefully that's come across. But they haven't responded yet, so we'll see. We'll see if they respond. I might just hear from them tomorrow, because the person in charge is also my supervisor. Right, so how long have I got? I've got half an hour. I've got some WhatsApp messages that I'm going to open, and then we'll see. I'll let you know. Bye! Alright, so I've reapplied my lipstick, and I've decided to start getting ready to leave tomorrow, because I'm leaving this cabin. And I've been trying to... Well, I don't think I can save the rose, but I've been trying to save, like, the thing around it. But I can't get it off, so I might just need to throw it away, which makes me sad. But I don't know how much longer the rose itself is going to last, and I may as well get rid of it now, which is sad. But what I'm going to see, if my cabin is ready, I might move one suitcase already and one bag, and then I'll still have plenty to move tomorrow, but it's just 2 things less. And I'm ready to move those now, I think. So I'm going to speak to reception and see. My bed is such a mess. This is what it looks like when I work, because that's my desk. That's where I work. Even in the other cabin where I have a proper desk, I still prefer working off my bed. Yeah, I'm going to go speak to reception and see if I can start moving some stuff. What fun. Right, so I've brought some stuff down and it just makes me really sad. Walking back in here, I'm like, oh, this is so nice. And downstairs is all right, but it's just not the same. And it's got that funky smell again, so if that's not gone by tomorrow, I'll just grab another air freshener, that's fine. Because it hasn't had that funky smell before I left, so I don't know why all of a sudden now. But I don't have any bedding, so that's going to be a tomorrow task to sort out what happened to my bedding. But now I've made it quite easy for myself tomorrow, I think. I might still end up doing it in 2 trips because I want to bring my laundry down tomorrow as well. But as I say, that's a tomorrow problem. How long do I have? I've got about 10 minutes or so. So I might just start listening back to the songs I sung the other day and making some notes on it. Look at the moon. Hold on. Please don't disappear, moon. Ah. I mean, that's honestly what most of my time on board consists of, just me being excited by the view. I'm closing these curtains because tomorrow I actually have a little bit of a lay-in for the first time this week. It doesn't usually happen on this cruise, but things have just fallen into place and I'm not needed until 9:45, which is amazing. Knowing me, I'll probably still wake up earlier, but you'll be with me for that. Yeah, I think I've got time to listen to maybe 1 or 2 songs and make some notes, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll see you later. Bye! Alright, I've done 2 songs, but the rest is gonna have to wait because I need to go! Hello, I am back. Now, the timing of this night finishing changes every week. Our wonderful musician is currently up there still playing, and he will be probably until past midnight knowing him. But it very much depends on the crowd, it depends on my musician, and it also depends just on the setup of the night. So I'm just coming over to my laptop to reconnect it to the Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi kicks us out every few hours. And I've been trying to upload a video for a week, I think. And it's on 89%, so we're almost there. And then I'm going to get out of this stuff and take my makeup off. Alright, that's connected to Wi-Fi. I'll check my emails after I've got changed and everything. I'm gonna grab my pajamas, take out my earrings, and in fact, I'm gonna take out my hair as well and tie it up, and my necklace I need to take off. Where am I gonna pop you? Ooh, that's quite nice lighting. There we go. I don't know if I said it earlier, by the way, but I really am a big fan of this hairstyle. I think that one's gonna stick. Oh, and you know what I'm gonna do? I hope that worked. And I'm gonna switch that off, put the air conditioning on a little bit, and come into my bathroom. And time to take off the makeup. I look like a clown. It works so amazingly well. I can't quite get over it. Like, this whole thing was £2. I'm not even halfway, and it's lasted me the whole season. It's just amazing. Again, I don't know if it's actually good for you, but it works for me. And now I'm gonna brush my teeth. This toothbrush was really cheap and it came in a pack of 2, and it's a really good toothbrush. So I'm very pleased about that. Just another reason why I love Bratislava. All right, that's the bathroom side of things done. So now I'm gonna check my emails. Switch this light off. Oh, I am gonna miss this cabin. It's so nice. I do really hope I have a response, but I also don't really know what I'm expecting. Nada. That's all right. What time is it? Almost 11. Well, 20 to 11. I think I'm gonna keep watching the video of me singing until 11, and then I might try and head to bed, I think. I'll start with that anyway, and then if I think of something else I need to do, I'll do that. Alright, I got a little bit distracted and went past 11, but I'm finished now for the night. And now I'm gonna fill this in. I've got so many different ways of tracking my life. I have my emotions and habit trackers in my one notebook. I have my line a day in another notebook. I have my second a day, which is on YouTube. And then I have this thing, which I love. I'm so happy I did this. Basically, I've written in every day the doc, the date, the weather, any activities and excursions I did or had on, how I felt about the day, and if I went out, where I went out to. And I love it. And I try to fill it in every day, but sometimes I sort of have to backtrack. But I always keep screenshots of our timetable so I know what I did in the day. But I'm going to do the one for today. So the one thing that I often forget is to screenshot the weather on my phone. So I found a wonderful website and I just type in past weather in and then whichever place. Mine is automatically set to Vienna, but I just changed the city. So today we were in Vukovar. Then I wait for it to load. There it is. And I'm going to set you down there. Oh, and I write who my cruise director is that day and which itinerary we're on and the country. So Vukovar, in brackets, Croatia, dash, East Danube Explorer, and then in brackets, the name of my cruise director, the dates, and the actual day of the week. And then I'm going to have a look at my weather, sunny and cloudy. I'm not very specific about it. I just have a sun, a cloud, wind, lightning, that kind of thing. But I don't do it like on the phone where you've got a bigger sun or a bigger cloud or whatever. And it was 10 to 25 degrees. It's definitely getting cooler. And then I used this pen, which was from Finland, from Hulluboro, which is the name of the hotel I worked in Levi. And let's see what I had on today. I had guided meditation. Good. Oh yeah, and I have my vlogs. So many ways to keep track of things. All right, I think I'm happy with that. Now, I wouldn't normally, well, sometimes I would, but usually I don't do this stuff in the night. Usually I do it the next morning because I want to get to bed, usually. But because I have a little bit of a lie-in and because it's still quite early-ish, I don't mind doing this now. I won't do my liner day though, I'll do that tomorrow. But I will do my emotion of the day, probably productive. I adore these pens, by the way. Oh, you cannot really see that. I think I got them years and years ago. I'll try and find the favourites in which I mentioned them, but no promises there. And actually in that favourites, that was the second time I had them. I had already owned them previously and I just love them and they've lasted me a long time and I like the colours, I like the way they write, I'm very happy with them. Anyway, that is that for now with my 700 notebooks. Oh, why has this gone really dark? That's strange. I literally have like a stack of notebooks next to my bed. Hello. Do you want to focus on me? I can't wait for my camera. I think I'm now probably going to listen to like 1 or 2 more chapters of my audiobook. I'm currently listening to Angels of Death, which is one from NetGalley. So it's an advanced reader's copy and I'm really enjoying it. And I will speak more about it. I probably have already spoken about it in my favourites and on the Dear Hopefuls channel actually because we're doing Booktober. But yeah, I'm a fan so far. But I'll do that while probably playing a game on my phone or scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or something. And then I'll try to go to bed before 11:30, so I've got 15 minutes.
And when I go to bed, I will talk to you probably anyway, but I like to listen to Dear Hank and John. Even though at the moment they're not releasing any new episodes, I just go back to old ones because it's just, I don't need to think, and I like just having background noise. But yeah, I'll probably see you when I go to sleep. Until then, I've just realised one other thing I like to do before I actually go to bed is check that my water bottle is full, because I am the kind of person who wakes up in the middle of the night and is very, very, very thirsty, or wakes up in the morning and is very, very thirsty. So I'm just gonna go fill that up in my bathroom. Isn't this a fun vlog for you all? Yay! This is excellent lighting. It's just gone midnight and I'm a failure. And the reason why I am is because I was really close to the end of my book, so I was like, right, I'm gonna finish it, and I did finish it. But while I was finishing it, I was playing Candy Crush, and they gave me one of their 10-minute boosters, and I used it, and I wanted to use it all up, and then it gave me another booster, and I've now finally said, too many boosters, I'm going to bed. So Candy Crush, the boosters work. But yeah, I am now actually going to switch off and go to bed. Wow, this lighting is really amazing. Good night. And I'll see you in the morning. I'm gonna set an alarm, I think, for 9:30. No, 9:15. I'll set an alarm for, well, probably knowing me, it's gonna be like 9:11 or 9:13. But also knowing me, I'll probably wake up earlier. Good night, and I'll see you then.
Hello. I've just naturally woken up and I can't decide whether or not I want to go back to sleep. But more interestingly than that, sorry, you're getting my very croaky morning voice. I have woken up genuinely crying my eyes out. I had a dream, and the dream was alright for the most part. I definitely spoke Dutch in it, by the way. People always ask me if I dream in English or in Dutch, and I never really know. I think it just depends on what I'm dreaming about. But this was definitely in Dutch. And the end of my dream was just so sad, and it wasn't even that sad. It was just very human and very possible, and situations I've been in before, and things I think about a lot. And so in my dream I started crying, and usually when I'm crying in my dream and then wake up, I feel sad and I've maybe got some tears in my eyes, but it's usually, it passes. Whereas today I woke up and I had tears rolling down my face and I was sobbing. So what a fun way to wake up. So yeah, I don't know, I might try and go back to sleep, but otherwise I'll just slowly take my time waking up. My problem is once I'm awake, I just want to do stuff. Like I can't get my mind to rest anymore because there's so much I want to do. But we'll see what happens, and I'll let you know later on. Goodbye. Hello, so I've managed to get another 45 minutes or so, I think. I wasn't fully asleep, but I was not fully awake either. But now I am. This, by the way, is purely the light that is in my cabin. I've not switched anything on. And I probably could have closed the curtains a bit more, but I'm not fussed. I like light, so it's alright. So I think what I'm gonna do is get changed, and then depending on the time, I might already move all my stuff to the other cabin just so that it's done, and then I'll go for breakfast. I think that's my plan. But you'll be there with me every step of the way, so I'll see you later.
Alright, I'm done, and I didn't realise quite how easy I've made it for myself. I've just got my backpack and one suitcase and then my laundry bag, so I should be able to do it in one trip. And I'll drop the things off in my cabin, then bring my laundry to the laundry room, and then go up to eat. And my hair was a nightmare this morning, so I've just put it back in a bun, which I don't usually do. I don't like doing that, but I needed to find some way of getting it controlled. Oh, I am sad to be saying goodbye to this cabin. It was a nice cabin. It was a nice week. Oh well. I might also try and hoover that other cabin that I'm moving into later on. I might. I'll see. And I need to get bedding. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I've got my bedding. I've not made my bed yet, and I've not unpacked anything yet, but that's because I think I do want to hoover, but I'll do that a bit later on. I am going to go for breakfast now. What I did forget though was that taking the bed sheets and things meant I had to come back this way, so I'm going to go up and drop off my key for the other cabin and then go to breakfast. Alright, here we go. Hello, so after almost every meal I always like to go up on top deck just to get a bit of the view and some fresh air, and it's just nice. Even when it's, a lot cooler, I still like doing it. Even when it's raining, I do it. Now I've brought in some wipes because there's already flies and I've not even been in here for a week, so at least that makes me feel better that it's not because I've got food or anything like that. But equally it is not nice to know that they get in somehow. And then I've also, I don't know if you can see, brought the Hoover, and I'm gonna Hoover. And I think that's all I've got time for, because then I need to go up. So I'm not gonna do a huge clean because A, there's not much to clean, and B, I don't have a lot of time. That's genuinely taken me no time at all, maybe 5 minutes to do all of that, and I feel so much better about it. So I'm very happy I've done that. Look at this light. Now I think I've quickly got time to brush my teeth, which I really want to do, and then I'm gonna head up. Yay, I'm happy that I've done that though. I'm happy that I was able to fit that in. And I'm gonna get my uni email already up because I've now got quite a busy morning, and as soon as I get back I need to be ready for the tutorial, and I've got to get my notebooks out. I'll see you later. I've just walked headfirst into the corner of this other bed, which has proven to me that this bed has gone down again. Oh, that's really sore. And I like bit my teeth together, so I hope I haven't lost anything there. Oh, that was not fun. That was really not fun. And it just makes me angry when I do that. I'm like, oh, I'm so dumb. Anyway, I don't have time to worry about that. I need to go brush my teeth. So book club was a huge success. Usually it's hit or miss, and this week it was very much a hit. And I've just come down to get my sunglasses, and now I'm gonna go up for Walk a Mile. See you later. All right, that was really good. We had loads of people join the Walk a Mile, and they were all quite fit, so we were able to do it at quite a brisk pace, which is nice because that's not always a guarantee. And it means that I'm now back in my cabin with 15 minutes to go before the tutorial, so I'm very, very happy about that because I was getting nervous. I've got my laptop ready, I've got my notebook ready, I've got everything ready. I'm very happy. I'm nervous about this tutorial though because I have no idea sort of what I should have prepared or anything like that. I don't know what's happening, but we'll find out. And that YouTube video that I've been trying to upload is currently on 97%, so fingers crossed it'll be done by the end of the day, but we'll see. All right, I'll see you after the tutorial. Bye. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Bye. Bye. That was really good. The Wi-Fi was being really annoying every time we went under a bridge. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I just looked out of my window and saw that. That's... Oh, I love my life. Amazing. Anyway, yeah, that just felt really good, and I feel like we've covered a lot. And every time we went under a bridge, that's what I was saying. Every time we went under a bridge, the Wi-Fi cut out, but like it would take a minute for it to cut out. Oh, we're turning around. This is amazing. So we would go under the bridge, and then like a minute later the Wi-Fi would cut out, and it would take half a minute to get it back up. But I'm very, very happy with that. I feel like we've made a really good start. I feel like I finally know what I'm doing and what I should research and what I should look into. And yeah, I'm feeling very, very good, and I'm very happy. Right, I've now got about 40 minutes until lunch, so I think I'm gonna get started on researching this stuff. And my video that I've been waiting to upload it's processing, which is good. But yeah, I'm gonna start researching this stuff, making some more notes, looking into the library as well, because I haven't done that yet, and I don't even know if I've made an account, I can't remember now, and seeing how much of that I can get done before lunch. Look at the sun. Right, I'll see you later. Right, so the library thing was absolutely driving me mad. I found loads of resources, but then could not log in to my library account. And it logged me in, but then every time I would try and download a PDF, it asked me to log in again and it wouldn't accept it. So I need to look into that. But what I'm going to do first is the letters. I have shown this in another vlog, and I've talked about this. Basically, for every departure and arrival, we have to do letters. And it's a decent-sized task. And usually we share the burden, but very often my resident musician comes in and makes my life a lot easier, and I feel very bad. So this week I was like, I'm gonna get on top of it and I'm gonna do it first. And I did, and he was grateful for it, but in response, he did this, which is the bulk of the work. And all I need to do is now my favourite bit again, which is just writing on the letters.
So I think what I'm going to do is start listening to a new book because it's become available on my library app and I finished a book yesterday. And this is going to take me probably about half an hour at least. So I can probably get a good chunk of the book started at least. I think it's a non-fiction. It's called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, I believe. And it's one I've heard lots of good things about, but I can't remember from who or where or anything like that. So we shall see for ourselves. And it's meant to be a self-help book, and I'm not usually a big fan of self-help books, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to deal with this, and I'll speak to you later. Oh, actually, before I finish it, lunch was very disappointing today, and I knew it would be. On the whole, we have genuinely got very good vegetarian options, and I've never really struggled to find something to eat. But there is one lunchtime every week that I really struggle, and this week was especially hard. And I have mentioned it to the people above me before, but I am going to mention it again because it's, for me it's frustrating because it's a weekly occurrence. But if I was a guest, I wouldn't be happy at all. So I'm going to mention it again and just see if we can get something changed or just moved or just one vegetarian option. But that's a problem for another day. Well, that's not true, but it's not a problem for now. So I'm going to listen to my book and do this. I'll speak to you later. I am really enjoying this book so far. It's very interesting. I have finished the letters and I'm now trying to log into the library again and see what happens. I have to send off an excursion at 3:15, so I've got about an hour. And I was going to bring these envelopes up, but I might just wait until 3 and then go up. And in the meantime, just try and figure out this library thing. The other video I was trying to upload has uploaded, so I've now started uploading another one. And I think either if I'm stuck with this library thing, or if I'm finished with it, I will keep watching my videos from me singing and making notes on it. That's my plan for now. Anyway, see you later. All right, I've got one song left to listen to, but it is now 3:01, so I'm gonna head up with my envelopes and get ready to send the tour off. And I will see you after, probably. All right, so we've sent them off, and as we were walking back in, my cruise director asked me if I was gonna go out today. And usually when I'm in Budapest, I don't, because we have the turnaround day and it's busy and we've got stuff to do. But actually, I'm really on top of it, and I really want to go to the synagogue here. And I looked it up, it's about a 20-minute walk, so if I leave in the next 10 minutes or so, I'll be there around 4, and then I don't need to be back until supper time, so maybe I will. But if I'm gonna go, I'd rather go sooner over later. And I don't know what to do. I felt like there was stuff I wanted to come back to my laptop to do, but now I can't remember. Obviously I have the one song left, but that's gonna take no time and I can do that later. And I'm panicking now. Why am I panicking? I don't need to panic. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna get changed anyway. And just keep thinking until I've got changed. The other good thing is if I'm walking, then it'll make me more tired for tonight, and I need to try and have an early night tonight because I'm waking up at 4 tomorrow. So it's probably a good idea. Right, let me get changed anyway and I'll talk to you after. All right, I am gonna go. It's a bit later than I would have liked, but I was Googling, first of all, if I had to be covered up properly and also how long it would be if it wasn't, wasting my time. But I think I'll be all right. So I'm gonna head there now. I don't know how much I'm gonna film on the way or once I'm there, it just depends. But I want to make the most of my time there. And I've brought my jumper just in case, even though it's very warm outside and I don't really need it. But in case they need me to cover up more, it's something to cover up with. All right, I'll see you all later. I can't quite believe how lucky I am. As I walked in, they were about to start taking away the plank because we're doing a manoeuvre. And I think I'm probably the last person able to get on board, but I'm very glad that I made it on rather than have to wait out there for like 20 minutes to half an hour. I am thirsty, I am hot, I am very glad I brought my jumper because I did need to use it, but I am very, very glad I did that. I'd looked at the prices online beforehand, and I'd seen that there was a student discount, but you needed to have an international student card. I don't even have my regular student ID because I've not been back in the UK, and I certainly don't have an international one. But I thought, I'll try my luck. So I went up to the desk and I said, I'm a student, but I don't have my card with me. Can I have that price, or should I just pay the adult price? And he said, no, I'm really sorry, but you need to have your card, so it has to be the adult price. And I said, all right, that's fine, that's fair enough. And I reached into my wallet to get my money out, which, by the way, the money I used was in foreign and money I got as a tip. And so in my head, I'm like, I didn't even pay for it. And I'm so happy about that because it's quite expensive. Oh, I'm warm. I need to switch on the air conditioning and drink some water. But as I was getting my wallet out, the man in the booth was like, do you know what? I'll give you the student rate. I was like, oh, are you sure? Because I was not expecting that. And I don't know what encouraged him to change his mind, but I was very glad that he did, very grateful. So yeah, that was very nice. It's now almost 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna drink my water, put on the air conditioning, I think make my bed, and I can see I've got an email, so I'm gonna open that and hopefully it's about, it's not about the library, but it is about my degree, so I do need to have a look at that. And then I might listen to this last song, but I probably will speak to you because at 6:15 I think that's the full 24 hours, so we'll do a round off then anyway. Bye! Hello, it's exactly 24 hours now. I looked it up, I started at 6:13. Thank you for joining me on this 24 hours. I hope it was interesting. I hope it gave you a bit of insight as to what it's like working on a river cruise and what I actually do. My job title officially is activity host, but obviously I do quite a lot more than just that. If you do have any questions about river cruising in general, or specifically TUI river cruises, that's obviously what I know more about, but I'm happy to do my best to answer anything. So feel free to leave comments down below, or I might open up another Instagram Q&A, and then I'll either answer them in response or someone's watching me. I'm gonna just close the curtain. I opened it because we were moving and I was like, yes, natural lights, but I don't want to be making eye contact with people. Yes, so I'll either respond to them on Instagram or in the comments, or I'll do a separate video depending how much I get. Now, to finish off the evening, what I'm gonna be doing is I've got about 45 minutes until supper, so I'm gonna look at that last song that I haven't watched back yet and make notes on it. I'm gonna look through that email. I opened it and it is actually interesting. Still not anything about my library, but I will read through it. I'm gonna sort through my videos, at least clear them off my phone and onto my computer. And then I've also taken some pictures throughout the day that I'm hoping to use for my IM profile. So again, if you don't know about that, that's a platform where I can put pictures that I've taken and people can browse and potentially even purchase them. So if you're interested in that, I've got it linked down below. Feel free to check it out. And that's probably gonna take me through until 7, I imagine. And if not, I'll do Duolingo. I need to do Duolingo for today. And I'll find other things to do, I'm sure. And then I'll go eat at 7. And then I will probably introduce the entertainer tonight. And that's starting at 9:30. And then I will go straight to bed and try and sleep. Also, I forgot to say earlier, as I was walking back from the shul, the synagogue, my watch went off to say I'd reached my 10,000 steps. So yay! I think that's all. Thank you for joining me. Again, let me know what you're interested in seeing in the future. I am filming this in October. You are watching this in, I think, February. So bear with the fact that like my videos, the next few videos won't be in response to anything you do comment, but I will do my best. I'm really trying to catch up. I'm trying so hard and I think I'm failing. But anyway, that is all. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you very shortly, I'm sure, in the next video. Goodbye!